Hello everyone, on today's IRS Tax Refund Update, we'll take a look at the latest developments this tax season, including ongoing problems and delays impacting those still waiting on their tax refunds, including those who are having their refunds sent back to the IRS by tax processor TPG. We'll also check in on those who have claimed the fuel tax credit, as well as those encountering tax transcript codes 971, 570, 424, and 420. We'll also recap those who are seeing their tax returns being sent to the IRS Resolution Department for further review. With more tax returns being processed and refunds being issued, come reports of additional problems involving those refunds. Over the last several weeks, a number of our viewers have posted in the comments section indicating issues receiving their refunds after the IRS has sent them, in particular when TPG was involved in the processing of their refund. Now, major online taxpayers such as TurboTax and TaxSlayer use TPG, so this has the potential to impact a number of you. These reports state TPG has indicated the refund is now under review, while others indicate the refund is being sent back to the IRS to be issued as a paper check. So, researching this further, we've seen some consistent factors. The first one has to do with the amount of refund. Generally, it's impacting those with expecting larger than normal refunds, and also those who have deposit accounts with non traditional banks, meaning these banks have no physical locations, such as Green Dot and NetSpend, who are rejecting these high refund deposits. Now, if your tax refund is returned to the IRS to be issued as a paper check, allow 4 to 6 weeks after the IRS receives that direct deposit back to receive a paper check to your address on file. Now, the best way to track the progress is by checking your tax transcripts. Once the IRS receives that direct deposit back, you'll see an 841 transcript code appear. And once the IRS sends it out, you'll see an 846 code. Also, you will receive the CP53 letter confirming a refund check was in fact sent by mail. Moving on to those taxpayers who claim the fuel tax credit on their latest tax returns. The IRS is thoroughly examining each tax return claiming this credit and may request documentation such as receipts and specific documentation on how the fuel was used for business purposes. Expect long delays as a result. As a reminder, you will not be able to e-file your return if you're using Form 4136 claiming the fuel tax credit as seen here. The return must be mailed into the IRS. We expect reviews for those claims to continue into the fall. Moving on to those tax transcript codes that are commonly being reported, starting off with the 570 and 971 codes. We're seeing these two codes come up the most. And what to expect is you'll fall into one of two categories. If the 570 and 971 codes display the same date on the tax transcript, that means the IRS has autocorrected the issue themselves, probably resulting in a refund adjustment, and that the refund itself has been cleared to be released. If these codes have two separate dates, that means the IRS continues to work on the issue, and the letter being sent out by the IRS, as indicated by the 971 code, may give further insight on the issue, including a request for documentation. Now, we do say it may give further insight because there are cases where it will simply be a 60-day notice from the IRS indicating they need more time to process a tax return, but no further information will be provided within that letter. Some of the more serious codes are the 420 and 424 code that may appear in your tax transcript. The 424 code indicates the IRS has identified a potential issue with the return and that further examination is required, whereas the 420 code indicates an audit, and it's most likely the IRS will request documentation, especially if credits like EITC or the fuel tax credit are being claimed. Once the IRS completes the audit, you'll see a 421 code appear on the transcript, and the refund will be cleared for release at that point. Now, for those who e-filed their return during the tax season, received confirmation their tax return was accepted, and are still waiting on that refund, there's a high probability at this point the IRS computer system has flagged your tax return for further action, rather than your return simply needing regular processing, which is the case for those still waiting on paper returns. We're seeing tax returns being sent to the IRS department now, and even a simple mistake could lead to up to a 4 to 6 month delay as a result. Let us know in the comments section below about your ongoing tax refund issue. In the meantime, we'll keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.